नमस्कार बच्चों, आज हम रिकॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ पार्टनरशिप फर्म देखने वाले हैं। रिकॉन्स्टिट्यूशन क्या होता है? रिकॉन्स्टिट्यूशन मीन्स रीस्ट्रक्चरिंग, रीऑर्गेनाइजिंग या रीसफलिंग और स्ट्रीमलाइनिंग दी पार्टनरशिप फर्म। You know, partnership agreement defines the relationship among the partner. And whenever there is a change in relationship, it results in reconstitution of the firm. Here, these are the conditions for reconstitutions. Normally, a partnership firm is reconstituted in the following cases: when there is changes in profit sharing ratio, when there is changes in profit sharing ratio, and when there is admission of a new partner, when there is a admission of a new partner, and when there is a retirement of a existing partner, retirement, right? And when there is death of a partner, when a partner, one of the partner becomes insolvent, then the partnership may be reconstituted. Otherwise, when amalgamation of two or more partnership firm, then we can say the partnership firm is reconstituted. When there is change in profit sharing ratio. What is change? Previously it was assumed that there are three partners A, B, C. Previously it was 1:1:1. Because of some agreement, because of some mutual understanding, they change as 2:1:2. For example, there is changes in profit sharing ratio. In this case, we have to reconstitute the partnership firm. In case there are three partners A, B, C, they wish to admit D into the partnership. They wish to admit D into the partnership. In that case also, we have to reconstitute the partnership firm. In the retirement case, there are three partners A, B, C. C wish to retire from the firm. Then also we have to reconstitute the partnership firm. In the death case, there are three partners A, B, C. Here A died. Unfortunately, A died. Then the B, C has to reconstitute the partnership firm. Otherwise, there are three partners A, B, C. A become insolvent. What is insolvent? When a partner is unable to pay its debt. When the asset is not sufficient to pay its debt, then he become insolvent. In this case of insolvency, A will not continue the business, so B and C have to reconstitute the partnership firm. What is amalgamation? There is a firm, AB running a firm and CD running a firm. They join together, come together and join a new business for partnership firm. That is called amalgamation. That when there are more than two partnership firm joined together and form a new partnership business, that is called amalgamation. As per our syllabus, we have to study this one. Changes in profit sharing ratio is as per the syllabus we are having. Admission we are having. Retirement, death. So as per our 12th syllabus is concerned, we have to learn these four things. Right? Now I starts with changes in profit sharing ratio. What is changes in profit sharing ratio? It has the meaning itself. How? Here, for example, there are three partners A, B, C. The existing ratio is 1:1:1. For example only, right? Normally, changes of profit sharing ratio usually take place due to change in capital contribution or more active participation of partner in the management. For example, A is contributed 1 lakh, B is already contributed 1 lakh, and C is also contributed 1 lakh rupees. Right? Now, A gave some additional capital of rupees 2 lakh. Right? So because of his capital contribution, they wish to change the profit sharing ratio, and it's agreed by B and C. Then for example, it may be 3:1:1. So if a partner contribute more capital, there may be chances of changes in profit sharing ratio. Otherwise, A is actively participate. He is not giving any capital, additional capital. He actively participated in the management, in the affairs of the management. Then B and C agree to change the ratio as 2:1:1. So there are two conditions, main two conditions are there: when there is a capital contribution by a partner, or when an active partner more effectively participated in the management, then we can, there is a chance of changes in profit sharing ratio, right? So when there is a changes in profit sharing ratio, there we have to adjust some items. What are the adjustment we have to made when there is a changes in profit sharing ratio? जब profit sharing ratio change हो जाता है पार्टनर्स के बीच में, कुछ adjustment करना पड़ेगा. What are the adjustment we have to do? First one is we have to determine sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio. First one is we have to determine sacrificing ratio, another one is gaining ratio. Then we have to treatment of goodwill. The next adjustment will be treatment of goodwill. Third, treatment of general reserve and accumulated profits. The last one is revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. So these are the adjustments usually we have to made when there is a changes in profit sharing ratio, right? Let's see with sacrificing ratio, how sacrificing ratio will be calculated and what is the formula for that. Let me explain what is sacrificing ratio. When there is a changes in profit sharing ratio, some partner may sacrifice, some partner may gain, right? So what is sacrificing ratio? The ratio of surrender or profit sharing ratio is called sacrificing ratio. The ratio in which a partner surrendered his profit sharing is called sacrificing ratio. Here the formula is sacrificing ratio is equal to old share minus new share. What is that? Old share minus new share. For example, there are two partners A, B. Previously they have 3:2. Now they are having equally 2:3. This is old share. This is new share. So old share कितना है यहाँ पर? Old one 3/5. New share 2/5. So 1/5. He is sacrificing 1/5. Right? This opposite is gaining ratio. What is gaining ratio? The ratio in which a gain of profit sharing ratio is made is called gaining ratio. The ratio in which a gain of profit sharing ratio is made is called gaining ratio. The formula will be gaining ratio is equal to new share minus old share. ए एग्जाम्पल को यूज करिए. न्यू शेयर कितना है? We will gaining B. This is for A and this is for B. new share is 3/5 and old share is 2/5. So 1/5 is gaining for B. पहले अभी 3/5 मिल रहा है, पहले 2/5 मिलता था, so 1/5 gaining है. So sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio is very important to determine, because through which only the gaining partner has to compensate the sacrificing partner by paying goodwill. यहाँ पर जो sacrifice कर रहा है उनको goodwill मिलेगा. Who has to give? The gaining partner has to give the portion of goodwill. Here the gaining partner has to compensate the share of goodwill amount in sacrificing ratio, right? I have an example. For example, there are three partners A, B, C, right? They are having old ratio 3:2:1. Now they wish to change the ratio as 2:2:1. 2:2:1. This is old ratio, this is new ratio. Now determine who is sacrificing, who is gaining, right? I think you are having just to remember the formula. What is the formula of sacrificing ratio? You know. So old ratio is old ratio given 3:2:1. New ratio, what is that? 2:2:1. Now what is the formula of sacrificing ratio? Sacrificing ratio is equal to was that old share minus new share. So how many partners are there? There are three partners, no? A, B, C. Starts with A. What is the old share of A? 3:2:1, 6. Out of 6 is getting 3. So 3/6 is the old ratio, old share. What is the new ratio? New share 2/5. पहले कितना मिलता था? 3/6 मिलता था. अभी 2/5 मिल रहा है. So gain कर रहा है कि sacrifice कर रहा है, कैसे मालूम होगा? LCM निकाल लीजिए. 6 5 जा 30, 5 3 जा 15, 6 2 जा 12. That is 3/30. Sacrifice कर रहा है कि gain कर रहा है? Previously it is getting 15 out of 30. Now he is getting only 12 out of 30. It means that his shares reduced, his share is decreased. So he sacrifice. Who sacrifice? A sacrifice. Clear? Let's start for B. B का old ratio कितना है? 2/6. New ratio is 2/5. LCM is 30. 5 2 जा 10. 6 2 जा 12. So minus 2/30. Minus में आया. Means पहले is getting 10/30. Now he is getting 12/30. His share is increased. So he is gaining here. Gaining is 2/30. So don't use minus here. We just for logical reasoning only we use minus here to identify whether it's gaining or sacrificing. If it is positive, sacrifice. If it is negative, then gaining, because we reverse the formula here. Third, C. What is the old share? 1/6. The new share is 1/5. 30 LCM 5 minus 6. Previously C got 5 out of 30. Now he is getting 6 out of 30. C will get 6 out of 30. So 1/30 is gaining. Now who is gaining? A sacrifice and B and C are gain. Okay, I hope you understand. Very easy to solve, no? Just use the formula, you will get the answer that who is gaining and who is sacrificing. Right? We learned the calculation of ratios. Now move to the treatment of goodwill. Why the ratio is calculated? To treat the goodwill only. So the main objective of determining the sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio is to value the goodwill, to compensate the sacrificing partner. So treatment of goodwill. Treatment of goodwill. In the previous class, we already learned the various methods of goodwill. I hope you remember. There are three methods: average profit method, super profit method, and capitalization method. So we are going to use this method to this question. Here, in treatment of goodwill, the gaining partner must compensate the sacrificing partner by paying the proportionate amount of goodwill which is equal to the share gained by him. कितना share gaining किया जो gaining partner, उतना share of goodwill sacrificing partners को बांट के देना पड़ेगा. That is treatment of goodwill. You know, according to accounting standard 26, goodwill can be recorded in the books only when some consideration in money or money's worth has been paid for it. Therefore, the value of goodwill should be adjusted through partner's capital account. And when we only purchase, goodwill will be recorded in the books of account. Self-generated goodwill will not be recorded. Here, in this case, partnership firm, that is, the goodwill is based on self-generated. So we should not raise the books of account. Instead of that, we are going to adjust the partner's capital account. How to adjust? You know, the entry. The gaining partner has to give goodwill to the sacrificing partner. No. So the entry will be gaining partner's capital account debit to sacrificing partners capital account, being share of goodwill given to sacrificing partner. Right? क्यों? Because of changes in profit ratio, कुछ partners gain किए होंगे, कुछ partner सैक्रिफाइस किए होंगे. तो सैक्रिफाइस पार्टनर्स को कंपनसेट करने के लिए गेनिंग पार्टनर्स अपना गुडविल का एक पोर्शन को कंपनसेशन का रूप में सैक्रिफाइसिंग पार्टनर को दे देंगे. तब एंट्री क्या पास करना है आपको? गेनिंग पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट टू सैक्रिफाइसिंग पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट. We will not raise the goodwill, we just adjust the goodwill between the partners capital account. Right? Let's solve a problem. Anita, Asha and Amit are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2:1 respectively. From 1st January 2010, they decided to share profits in the ratio of 2:3:1. The partnership deed provides that in the event of any change in profit sharing ratio, the goodwill should be valued at 3 years purchase of the average of 5 years profit. The profits and losses of the preceding 5 years are 2005 1,20,000, 2006 3 lakh, 2007 3,40,000, 2008 3,80,000, 2009 1,40,000 loss. Show the workings clearly. Give the necessary journal entries to record the above changes. That's all. I hope आप क्वेश्चन समझ पढ़ने के साथ साथ कुछ याद आया होगा आपको. क्या याद आया होगा? 3 years परचेज दिया हुआ है और प्रॉफिट दिया हुआ है. कुछ याद आ रहा है? आप गुडविल याद आया होगा. कौन सा गुडविल? Which method? When number of years purchase is given and profit is given, then which method has to be used? Out of free method, which method? Average profit method should be used. So हम लोग average profit method use कर goodwill calculate करेंगे, फिर then sacrificing ratio, gaining ratio calculate करेंगे, फिर उसको share करके partners को, sacrificing partners को बांट के दे देंगे. इतने ही आज करने वाले हैं हम लोग. So पहले हम लोग क्या करेंगे? Goodwill निकालेंगे. I hope you know the formula. What is the formula of average profit method? Simple average profit method. Simple average profit method में क्या निकालना पड़ेगा? Profit into number of years purchase. That will be goodwill. So goodwill is equal to, what is that? You have to multiply average profit into number of years purchase. Now calculate average profit. How to calculate average profit? By adding all the profit. Average profit is equal to average profit is equal to total profit by number of years. Add all the profits. How much? 1,20,000, 3 lakh, 3,40,000, 3,80,000 less 1,40,000. If you add all the amounts, you will get 10 lakh. Okay. How many number of years is given here? 3 to 5. 5 years are given. Divide it. So the average profit is here 2 lakh. Now apply the formula. Goodwill is equal to, the formula is average profit into number of years purchase. Average profit is here 2 lakh into how many number of purchases given in the question? There are 3 years purchase. So multiply with 3. So the goodwill is equal to 6 lakh. Right? We just calculated the value of goodwill. One part is over. Okay? Then we have to calculate what? Sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio. Just we learned in the class. So just keep goodwill here. Goodwill we just calculated is equal to 6 lakh. After that, we now to calculate sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio. So how many partners are there? Anita, Asha and Amit. There are 3 partners in the business. So the old ratio is given here. Old ratio is 3:2:1. What is the new ratio? New ratio is given here 2:3:1. Okay, apply the formula. Sacrificing ratio is equal to what is the formula? Old share minus new share. First, Anita. Calculate for Anita whether she is sacrificing or gaining. What is the old share of Anita? 3:1. So 6 out of 6 she got 3. 3/6. Now what is the new share? 2/3/6. That is 2/6. Here both the denominators are same. It's very easy to deduct. So 3 minus 2, 1. 1/6. Whether she is sacrificing or gaining. Previously she got 3/6. Now she is getting only 2/6. Her share is decreasing. So she sacrifice. Okay. Next, calculate for Asha. What is our old share? 2/6. What is the new share? 3/6. Now, previously she got 2/6. Now she is getting 3/6 more. She got 1/6 more, that is increases, right? That is gaining. Who is gaining here? Asa is gaining here. Then calculate for Amit. What is Amit got 1/6 previously, now is getting same 1/6, so 0. He is not, neither is gaining nor sacrificing. Okay, now who is gaining here? Asa is gaining, Anita is sacrificing. Now Asa has to give goodwill to Anita only, no need to Amit. आशा गुडविल किसको देगी? ओनली अनीता को देगी, क्योंकि अनीता सैक्रिफाइस करी, अमित सैक्रिफाइस नहीं किया, सो अमित को कुछ नहीं मिलेगा गुडविल का पोर्शन. ओनली आशा हैज टू क्रेडिट अ शेयर ऑफ गुडविल टू अनीता, राइट? नाउ कैलकुलेट शेयर ऑफ गुडविल. Who is gaining? Asha is gaining. Asha's share in goodwill. What is the amount of goodwill? We already calculated here, 6 lakh. What is her share? 1/6, no? 1/6. So Asha share कितना था? कितना सैक्रिफाइस, कितना गेन करी आशा? 1/6 गेन करी, सो 1 लाख. आशा जो है 1 लाख रुपीस किसको देगी? अनीता को. क्यों? अनीता ओनली सैक्रिफाइस, सो आशा हैज टू गिव गुडविल टू अनीता. सो द एंट्री क्या होगा? आशा's capital account debit to Anita's capital account. How much? 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh rupees. Now the account is credited, being share of goodwill given to Anita. Yeah, transfer to Anita's capital. This is what. Suppose यहाँ पर पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट फिक्स्ड है, तब कैपिटल अकाउंट नहीं लिखेंगे. आप क्या लिखेंगे? याद है? If the partners capital accounts are fixed, then instead of capital account we have to write Asha's current account debit to Anita's current account. Here nothing is given, so we assume that the capital accounts are fluctuating, right? So the entry will be Asha's capital account debit to Anita's capital account. I hope you clear. You got the idea to solve, to determine the sacrificing ratio and to pass the journal entries. Now the next topic is accounting treatment of profits and reserves. Accounting treatment of accumulated profit and reserve. So in the next class we are going to learn the accounting treatment of accumulated profits and losses and reserves, and then revaluation of profits and revaluation of assets and liabilities. Okay, let's start how the entry will be. What is reserves? I know you know reserves means the undistributed profits are called reserve. Undistributed profits are kept aside to meet the unforeseen event in the future. So that amount should be distributed among the old partners, among the existing partners in the old ratio. So that thing we will solve in the next class. So during this period, keep on studying and practice accountancy. Thank you.